Aveda, Befrat, Al Pi Pnimius, and Al Pi Chassidus, and you dovok to a Rebbe, like we mentioned before, the Inifan, the Novi in your generation, and you dovok in him, or then it can come eventually that he will come back. And that's going to be the best Amikdash Hashlishi. And like the Batisheva said, that's also going to be according to that generation. It's going to be measurements dependent on an avua miyuchedes from Yecheskel, which is going to teach us how we're going to be able to make the kli in Gashmias for the Giluim, which is going to be then. And that's the base of Mikdash, as it were, Hashlishi. Or he calls it, according to the Lashon of the Pasuk, Godel Yeh Habayis Hazeh HaAchrein. That's the real Achrein, is the base of Mikdash Hashlishi. He said, in the middle is this Avodah. So he said that's this whole thing of struggling on your own, even though you look to be on your own, you look to be in the dark, or you're struggling with all your koiches. Well, that's called, as it were, in the middle, the katnas. That's the katnas part of it. But the idea is not to be in the katnas, not just leading in the katnas, but to get out of the katnas and on the contrary. Kadish kaf yasitra achra istalek yikora de kuchibrichu b'chulu almen. There's mavur barikas in the Mayim Bosi Lagani. The dafka, when you break the darkness, then you wake up Hashem's glory in the highest possible way. And then what you're going to do is hold that. As he says in the Hemshech over there, the iskafia ha maybe lidei ishapcha. And ishapcha is that you've reversed the whole world back and you've made it a kli, telekus, amiti. Even the Elam HaKashmi is now a kli. Not we're just going to reveal Elakus in the Elam HaKashmi, but the Elam HaKashmi is a kli. On that basis, then it's going to be the bias to Achrein, but that's the base of Mikdash actually. Or that in the middle, or that's called Yevachein Tasu. In other words, you've been given the base of Mikdash Milmaila. It's all come down, and I've shown you everything, and all those properties which had to be revealed to me, and the things also for the base of Mikdash in Yerushalayim have all been indicated. Everything's been shown. V'chein Tasu mean you got to do now. He said that's a hint to the middle point. The first part of the pasuk and the first part of the two psukim are hinting how it's all coming Mumayla. Asuli, but I've shown you it all. I've shown you in the how do you call it, in the mountain. I've shown you exactly what you have to, but I've shown you. Now v'chein tasu says Rashi l'doiros. Doiros meaning all the generations that are going to come after that. You got to be poil. And you've got to do it's like a not referring necessarily to all that was in the base of Mikdash in reference to the Kalim, like Rashi learns, or to the Etzemin. Now it's up to you. V'chein ta'asu. Now you guys are going to do. It's a remez to this whole idea at the middle point, where it's all dependent on you. And that's what we've got to realize. We've got to realize, and that's what I began this year with. That the Rebbe says that we've already finished that whole katnas point, the whole middle point, the chein tasu l'doiros, that's been finished. And now we're holding by the point where we've got to unite the base of Mikdash bin Hashemayim, the Pnimis HaTorah, with the Etzemin in Begashmi. Therefore, yesh leima that in generations gone by, a long time ago, people learnt Masechta Midas, or they learnt all these different things about the base of Mikdash to remember what there was once, and to know how great it was, and as the Indians to know about the base of Mikdash. Now we have to learn it in a practical way, as the Rambam says that one of the inyonim in learning all those inyonim is to know how to build it. There is not only just to know how to build it, but actually get cracking and actually do it. But as he brought certain psukim from Amos Anovim, other Nevi'im, which indicate that as an Indian you've got to start off yourself. You've got to start off, and then the Eibusha will bring it down Min Hashemayim. And that was one of the things that Rebbe spoke about a lot. We're holding mamish by that point. And therefore, in the words of the Rebbe, there's this fusion of learning all the things in Pnimis, Chassidus, and Aveda Pnimis, and davening, and all those in Yonim, Pnimis